Michael Singer defines falling into a depression as losing the battle with our smaller self. Because our smallness is our ego. Our smaller self is something that Abraham Hicks talks about all the time, because our higher self, our more empowered self, is not weighed down by all of the things that cause depressions. So really what falling into a depression is letting us know is that we can't white knuckle through these feelings anymore. We can't keep going on distracting ourselves from all of the weight that is holding us back and holding us down. Falling into a depression is our opportunity to really recognize what are the things that we need to let go of. Yo, my name is Roger, and I'm here to empower creative and artistic people. And today we're gonna talk about depression, how we can shift our relationship to our depression, because a lot of creative and artistic people are falling into depressions constantly because of their anxiety, because of their negative ego, because of society telling us that we're not really working, we're not really doing good enough, and we need to find a job and contribute to society. There's a whole bunch of pressure that falls on us in order to be able to keep this lifestyle of being a creative person, because a lot of us are not earning too much money being an artist. It's really something that we have to fight to keep in our daily life, because we have to work, we have to survive, and we have to give our energy to a lot of other things. And if you're like me and all of those other things are taking time and energy away from your creativity, eventually it catches up to us and we can fall into these pits of burning out and depression. But really, all that depression is trying to teach us is where we need to heal. And if we really sit with that feeling, allow ourselves to feel it and not distract ourselves. I'm not talking about laying in bed and having a TV show on. I'm talking about really sitting there with our sadness and really asking ourselves, what is our body trying to tell us? What is trying to get out? What is our body trying to make us aware of? Now, obviously, this is very different from like having a suicidal episode, right? Like being in a depression is like you're losing the motivation to do things, you're sad, you're over it, you don't want to do anything anymore. When you're in a suicidal crisis, that is a whole different ballgame. That is where you need to call the hotline, you need to talk to somebody, and you need to actively do something to get yourself away from your own devices. But when you're in a depression and you've lost the motivation and you're just upset with where things are, that's the moment where you can actually sit down and look within as to where you are actually feeling that despair. Because a lot of us are using that depression sometimes as energy to create with. I've written so many songs when I felt like I was feeling the worst. And I think even Stevie Nicks says all artists should love their depression because it's where their best stuff is coming from. But we don't have to hold on to these types of payoffs. And a lot of us are subconsciously holding on to our depression for these payoffs. We can let go. We don't need to hold on. We can allow ourselves to let go. There's plenty of other creative energy that is going to come if you allow yourself to be open. And you can still create from your depression, but that's not the end of the work. The work still is getting through that period of depression and also understanding why it's there in the first place. Sitting with those feelings and sitting with the thoughts that are coming from those feelings and really allowing them to move through you, really allowing that depression to pass through you. And you should really love your depression, because every time you're in a depression episode, it's an opportunity for you to heal. Because when that depression episode ends, it's always like the greatest thing in the world. Weight is lifted off your shoulders. Sometimes my depressions would last day after day after day. When it was over, sometimes I would wake up and I would be like, oh, is it over? I guess I'm good. But honestly, if we're doing the work while that depression is happening, it's not gonna be confusing when it's over. We're gonna get to the root of it. If you allow yourself to feel it, and if you allow yourself to have the opportunity to understand what's going on internally, if you're open with your body, if you're really looking within, your body will answer you. This is how meditation can be so powerful. Meditation is one of the most powerful things for doing the inner work. It's one of the most powerful things that will teach you where the work is for you to heal, where you need to go back to process. We don't need pills. We don't need distraction. We need healing. Remember, it always gets better. After you can get through that period of depression, you come out the other side stronger, no matter what. What I'm talking about here is a chance to make you even more stronger because you're processing that depression properly. Let me know in a comment below if this is making sense or if you think I'm totally batshit crazy. And if this video is resonating with you and you are able to pick up what I'm putting down, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more artistic empowerment. And up here, I'm gonna put a powerful book that really helped me through my most chaotic depression, and that is the Letting Go book. Reading this book and meditating were two of the most powerful things to heal things that I repressed, and I didn't even know I repressed these things. And up here is the last video I did on my healing journey when I was recovering from a really devastating breakup. So if you feel like you're in a place like that, check this video out and you can learn what I was doing to heal from that breakup. Hope this video helps you. Thank you so much for watching, and stay creative.